Thank you very much for the floor. And I would like to follow up on the previous presentations, and I would like to speak about soil as the fundament for farming. Soil is indeed crucial. From times immemorial, people have been searching for high quality food, and due to climate changes that we're witnessing, it is even more important. So, for instance, there is water retention, water infiltration. It also can clean water. So, soil fulfills a number of vital functions crucial for the landscape. What is a problem not only in the Czech Republic but in the whole EU is degradation of soil that actually leads to the soil not fulfilling all the essential functions for mankind. So, for instance, there is soil sealing, water and wind erosion, acidification of soil. Then we have a loss of organic matter. Then we have soil compaction and desertification. So this is the semi-desert soil that we see not only in countries close to the sea, but in landlocked countries like the Czech Republic too. Let's take a look at soil sealing. The Czech Republic has its position in the heart of Europe, and soil sealing takes place partly as a result of that to a great extent. If we don't stop that, we can't be self-sufficient in producing foodstuffs because we won't have the farming soil to produce the foodstuffs on. So we see here from the pictures that not only industrial halls but also residential buildings are built in places where there used to be farming land. So this is another picture from soil sealing. Industrial halls largely are built on the highest quality soil. So this is the current perspective on agriculture. So we buy cheap foodstuffs in supermarkets, hypermarkets, but we don't care about what soil those foodstuffs were grown on, but we should be interested in this perspective too. If we look at the degradation of soil, we need to have a comprehensive approach. So sometimes we don't have a sufficiently holistic perspective. So, for instance, it's not just, say, water erosion that's a factor, but then it's related to loss of organic matter, deterioration in the soil structure, soil compaction, restriction of infiltration of water. Then water flows off faster, etc. Then you don't have water in the wells anymore, and so on and so forth. And as for soil erosion, this is something that takes a huge toll, so some 14 billion euros per year. So this needs to be addressed here. We can see a field that has been impacted by erosion, and it's a huge problem when it comes to farming and retaining water in landscape. This shows uh, the development in soil thickness. So here we have uh, charts that show that the muck soil decreases. And naturally, it has different water retention capacity compared to degraded soil. So we have then issues with either droughts or flooding. So this is related to the condition of soil that we have. This is historical development that we can see in aerial pictures. So a picture from 1938. So we had crop rotation, various owners, and the same picture from the same area from 1971, where there was industrial farming and large units with almond soil degraded as a result. This is another example, flooding. So erosion then leads to this flooding, and citizens then have this water in their cellars and gardens. This is also due to improper zoning policy. So if we look at this picture and drainage lines, we can see that all the drainage goes in this place where there is new residential development. So when a torrential rain comes, it's quite clear that the water flows, water drains in that residential development area. So we should do better zoning. And here, let me share one other picture from Nebraska, a satellite picture. And you can clearly see that there is great segmentation. And here we see that there is quite a lot of grass as well. And we have various belts that prevent erosion. So always what is taken into account is that the width is adequate so that farming machinery can reach that. So that is great in terms of soil quality, and it leads to high production as a result. And because of drought, what we see is wind erosion quite extensively. So as opposed to water erosion, this is more dangerous because there is dust in air with various pollutants, and we breathe this air, so we need to combat wind erosion. This is a cornfield, and here when a windstorm occurred, we see that corn is vital, and well, on the right-hand side, there is nothing. But here, this farmer used organic matter, etc., and there was no damage. But the other farmer on the right-hand side didn't supply organic matter, etc., and wind erosion destroyed his whole field and the corn there. So it's also about how you should farm properly. Here, it is the intermediary crops that are used, and if these intercrops or catch crops are used properly, again, no erosion occurs, and organic matter is supplied and water is infiltrated. And here we have another example of very positive practices. This is Czech farming machinery that has been highly appreciated in various exhibitions worldwide. So here it can work in the belts, thus again limiting erosion, reducing it by more than 90%. Smart farming is crucial, and there is one project that's currently implemented. It's called Smart Landscape 2050. If we look at what is ahead of us in the horizon of 2050, it's not positive, droughts, etc. And we need to be prepared for that. So here there is, for instance, sorghum. If you look at the same crop, sorghum, that's susceptible to erosion, but you can grow it differently and prevent erosion. It can be done in high quality. And here I would like to share some charts with you. So here we have this conventional crops, and here we have a different form of growing. So, for instance, strip till, etc., using other technologies. So, in terms of soil loss, there can be huge difference using good. If you use a good method. So here another table that shows pretty much the same thing. So we can have highly functional modern technologies compared to the conventional methods. And here, for instance, when farmers want to grow risk crops, they can take various measures. There are some mobile anti-erosion measures that can divert, for instance, torrential water, etc., to prevent damage. And here, if we move to another problem that is quite extensive, this is soil compaction. And here, if we look at these charts, so these show 50-year development, and in 90% of soil physical characteristics have deteriorated. Compaction has occurred, as this long-term observation study has shown. And here the soil doesn't permeate a single drop of water, as you can see. So it's this impermeable layer. So we again have to use technologies that prevent that. And well, here in the Mielnik area, waters just like that in the field, because there is zero permeation. And then some of the phenomena are related to climate change. So here we don't have the soil frosted through, and here so it's not freezing solid. Here due to climate change, as it doesn't freeze solid, soil can't help itself to create new paths for water, and then this has implications. And here we have another example. So here, when it's burrowed and not burrowed, so the impermeable layer needs to be destroyed for the soil properties to renew. Groundwater scarcity is a huge problem in our country. Then if we look at livestock in the Czech Republic, well, we've seen a decrease by some 50%. And besides the decrease in livestock, we also have a decrease in the forage crops, and everything is related to everything. Well, organic matter in soil, it's important in terms of nutrition as well. So same crop, the same day, and we see how it would dry out and the difference between organic matter supplied and not. And here from the US Soil Service that says that for each 1% increase in organic matter, it could store the amount of water that flows over Niagara Falls in 150 days. Perhaps it's slightly exaggerated, but just shows that there is a clear link. When we look at carbon sequestration, there are instruments that define the balance of organic matter in soil. So depending on the way of farming and how much water stays in soil, I believe that there is indeed a huge opportunity for Czech farming, that we can actually have up to 30 tons of carbon per hectare of land. So we can help tremendously in terms of, climate change. And last but not least, when we speak about transnational cooperation, soil improvement is a crucial theme. If you look at this map of the Czech Republic, you can see this blue color. So that's drainage, 1 million hectares of land is drained. And when water is taken away, then we miss it in farming. So we need to indeed address that problem. There are modern procedures out there that it should be regulated somehow. And when, for instance, there are extreme droughts, then the drainage element is opened, etc. That improves the rooting of plants, better farming production. So we should make good use of water in the landscape. That's it for me. Thank you very much for your attention.